Hello, I am RSV. In this video, my goal is to show 15 things I'd like to see in the upcoming NGS roadmap when it drops in the NGS headline. The next NGS headline is on the 7th of December, 4 AM. You may be surprised about how small some of the things are that I would like to see on the roadmap. However, I am going to separate this into 10 things that I believe are reasonable for the roadmap to have, and 5 things that are not. So let's begin with the 10 more reasonable options. 1. A grindable currency system that doesn't go away, similar to photon drops in base game and associated vendors. This can literally just be a copy-paste from the event GIA. 2. Short answer, advanced quest. Long answer, the ability to scale content past endgame to increase its drop rate, difficulty, and XP gain. I think this would be pretty easy to implement. They can effectively just level up enemies to level 50, and I am confident they have the level curve worked out for this. 3. Another vendor, but this time for NX cubes. By this, I mean a vendor that converts NX cubes into rewards, perhaps SG, special tickets, etc. Perhaps augments too. 4. A progressive weapon like Atlas, Union, or Crass from base game. Something to build up to rather than just drop and enhance. 5. The option to allow item and XP drops from enemies mid-urgent quest, rather than saving them all for the end. I personally do not like having to sort through a UI at the end of urgent quests, and I feel like not getting rare drop pop mid-mission, seeing item drops and XP makes the urgent quest feel a little more boring, especially the mining base. 6. Some story-focused drops. This one expands the story a bit so players know more about what is going on, and the player character themselves. I feel like we know way too much more than our character does right now, and I feel like the character needs to know more going forward. 7. An intermediate patch. 3 months into the patch cycle. Now this wouldn't be a big patch per se, but mostly just a health patch. The intention of this patch would be to add a new reason to grind X and extend the longevity of the content. 8. Player housing. 9. Drops in cocoons and elite cocoon versions. Cocoons are pretty amazing. I think they are simple in design and are very highly modular. I'd love for them to expand on them, especially for parkour speedrunning. 10. And I'd like to see something base game related. I don't really know what it could be, but something to make use of base game content would be amazing. These are my 10 things I definitely want to see that I think that aren't too unreasonable. Let me know if you like these / would like them implemented. Otherwise, here are 5 things I want to see in the roadmap that are never ever going to happen in a million years. 1. A public test ship or server. I would like to see a public test server so the community can actively see and comment on the development of Pso2 NGS. It is important to be able to access issues your player base encounters, and this will help find bugs on a wider spectrum of computers. As I know, for example, I've only seen one bug, and that was the costume bug that made my friend huge, whereas someone with a different computer may have experienced a different bug. 2. The ability to play base game content with your NGS classes to earn rewards for NGS. This is one way to use base game content, and although it potentially creates a lot of content, I personally do not think this will happen, as it will require people to have both base and NGS installed. 3. An expansion of crafting and professions. Just expanding on what is there, or adding more. Having a proper fishing minigame could be relaxing. 4. The return of fun points in the fun system. I personally doubt this will happen. It's not because of it being unrealistic, however. It just feels like Sega is avoiding using this system again, at least right now. Who knows, they could prove me wrong here and drop it alongside Redum itself, as we do not know exactly what is going to drop inside Redum, as they have not told us yet. However, this is an assumption that I'm going to make based on their past actions, such as putting the 3-day shop pass into the mission pass, rather than just adding the fun currency back to the game. 5. Reopening daily quests to alts, or just something to make alts relevant again. While in base game, having daily quests open to alts allowed whales to spam dailies on 30 characters. In base, dailies ended up taking longer than just 10 minutes. Right now in NGS this is impossible, as 30 characters would be done in 5 hours. But the longer the daily loop takes, the longer it takes whales to grind. Should this increase to a 30-minute daily loop, I think it would be more reasonable to allow alts to do dailies again. Imagine grinding for 15 hours straight 3 times a week, or 8 hours 6 days of the week. And this is not including things like getting free PSE bursts and the weeklies that take a considerably longer amount of time. These have been my 5 ludicrous things I want to see. But what do you want to see? Reasonable or not? Let me know down in the comments. I have been RSV. Remember to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.